boys, it is wet, wet, wet. It rained last night. Rained all day yesterday, just a light, just enough. Look at that, right underneath there, that's dry as a bone. God, you love this Kentucky ground. Anybody on here from Kentucky, that's one thing you all got going. Your ground is awesome to work in. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Now, that's the thing about the woods. It's got porosity in it. Now, this woods is an open woods, and it's got a lot of invasives growing in it. But out in the woods, you get this porosity in the ground, and that rain just right down. Now, you run over it and you smash the pores shut, like we did here where we're skidding. And then look right there, you're holding water. Right there, we got ponds, and right here, where we just went through here first thing this morning, you know, it's sticking, but that son of a buck, that ain't going nowhere. You can skid through here all day, move around on wide tires and never go down. Hell, we wasn't going down over there. We just, you know, before the rain. But now, if we went to playing in that mud right now, we could turn 3 inches of slop into about 2 foot of thick mud in a hurry, just to drink diesel fuel, you know. But what we did is we got this all done over here, and all done clean up to here. Then we jumped over here right after last night's rain and start stirring over here. And then we'll have to work our way over the next 3 days back over and clean them up, clean the crumbs up. But by then the ground will be healed up. Now there's no skidding through here for, we'll give this about 4 hours of set time. I'm gonna ride in with Derek and grab a log truck and come back out with a log truck. And by the time I make that round, then it'll be time to, I'll get back on the dozer and open this trail up. There's Stevie back there. He's having a little trouble with his DOT test, so. And we need logs moved, so Stevie, you're gonna be on the den right now. He screws it up. Oh, and I've been getting a lot of stuff over the daggone Billows and Logger Wade Solve. Stevie painted his fuel dikes though. Them turned out good. The little fuel caddies, what we've been calling it. Well, we got all the bent stuff and stuff on it fixed, and that was originally built to haul straw. So we modified it and grabbed some old diesel tanks. The only money that was spent on this, and the paint was even sitting around old, the only money we spent was a brand new diesel pump. All the rest of that's made out of junkyard parts. Not a bad looking caddy for a bunch of pile of junkyard parts. All right, let me go out here and hook a rod with Derek. And here's some stockpiles. Not much, but enough to keep Genny and Raji going for a few hours. And sometime after dinner, there's a couple of stockpiles, little piles up here yet. Sometime after dinner, we're gonna have to open up and start pulling out wood that we're cutting right now. But we scraped some of the slime over to the side. The rest of it, I think we can stir and dry. But once you expose it to the open, it tries to dry pretty good, I guess. Let's see back in there. I should have scraped a little harder, but I was being a little, trying to keep a light footprint. Because we got 3 days of sunshine and warm weather coming, so I think we'll heal a lot back in that 3 days. So I didn't want to make too big a disturbance. And you're always working with your landowner, you know, you don't want to make a big deal for them to see. And oh my holy Jesus, what's going on? Where I dipped down just a little bit, spasm with the dozer. And that ground right there, that good stuff. Yeah, we made a damn wise decision. It always looks real bad, no matter how good your ground is, when you come in right after the rain. It rained here at 4:30 this morning, and it's now, I'd say, pushing 10 o'clock, 9:30. So I mean, it always makes you feel a little bit iffy when you push the rain, even in good soil. But with a 3-day dry spell coming, we'll be good. Spear over the knob. You got the truck road healed up enough for Derek's load number 3 already. Warner's third truck's here. I'm gonna ride in with Derek, and then me and Underhill's coming back. Derek's coming back. I bet Roger's just setting in the skidder. Raji, are you just setting in the skidder? while Derek changed down by himself. That he is. All right, Stevie's running the den, so I'm gonna take up the Wienermobile here. That's what I'm gonna call Stevie's truck. He calls it White Lightning, but I'm gonna call it the Wienermobile. All right, Steve, you've been checking your oil. I'm proud of you. He can't pass his DOT test. He keeps having trouble with that. I said, well, make sure you show the lady at the giving you the test that you know how to check the oil, Stevie, and you're good as gold, ain't you? Stevie says, oh no, there's a bunch of other stuff I gotta know too. He says, I gotta know what all this stuff does. Oh, Stevie. Stevie, please. All right, we done tried to crank it once and we'll start. Oh, Stevie, oh! Stevie, what the hell is going on with this truck? Well, this is getting old. Stevie, carburetor's losing prime. Well, what is the trick to this? Steve, I think your carburetor's losing prime in your little Wienermobile. Right, that's a little slimy on top because Roger's been stirring it. But this here hadn't been touched. And all they did was went back to Indiana and got a log truck, rode in with Derek, got a log truck coming at Stevie's little wiener wagon and come back. Now look, see that? There's my footprint from this morning, and there it is now. Just a couple hours. And probably 2.5 hours, how long I've been gone. And it's dry enough now. See the dry speckles? It's dry enough now where I'm gonna roll the sunbuck over. Here's a footprint from this morning where it looks here. I stomped on it and that's all I can get out of it beside it. Now, if a guy could stay off of this for a whole day and stir it, with a day like today being a lot of different. With what we got going on with the time wind and stuff, we ain't got a day. We're going to start and go. Look at that wrecking ball. Just so y'all know, Roger's putting mud in them for you. Not all my fault. Look down there where we haven't disturbed yet in the woods that had the porosity. That son of a buck is, it ain't dusty, but it's dry, just as dry as the mud won't even stick to your feet now. Them skidders can run all day across that and never go down at all. Just because we let, you know, back here where we stirred it, you know, it still needs a little attention. You know, they can stir it for 2 days, you know, bring it out of it. But this here where we haven't been, giving it time to run down this morning, this is done. Look, that dirt, I popped that dirt out with the blade, that's fluff. That is pure fluff. Ain't nothing wrong with that dirt. Just a little FYI to the noobs out there.